officially, welcome to the webinar on how to become a digital nomad teaching English online with eTefl Online. Today we're going to be joined by two special guests, Jennifer Bunce and Rachel Vickers. Both of them are very influential. Hey, everybody, are very influential in this space and are basically living what we are selling here. All right, so let's get started. In part one of this webinar today, we're going to talk to Rachel and Jen, who are digital nomads and heavily involved in online English teaching and recruitment as well, on how they got to do what they are doing and how you can too. Then in part two, we'll talk about how eTefl Online can help you get started teaching English online. Stick around until the end because we're going to give you a very special bonus that is only available to attendees of this webinar, and then we'll have a little where you can ask Rachel, Jen, or I any questions that you may have. All right? All right, we're going to start now. So we need you to turn off your phones, log out of Facebook, get rid of all those distractions because we're going to need your full attention for this presentation. That includes me and my co-presenters. Just doing that right now. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's get cracking. Before we begin, we're going to walk you this process step by step. We'll get you qualified. We'll get you a professional CV. We'll give you the resources, the support that you need to get your first job. But in the end, it's down to you. All right? Like with any profession, you have to work at it. This is not one of those get rich quick schemes, and it's not for everybody. Okay? Some of you will make a great success from this opportunity, and others won't. But we are here and willing to show you how to do all this in a free webinar. All right? So let's get started. Introductions first is Jody van der Westhuizen. I'm the owner here at eTefl Online. I did an online TEFL course in 2006 now. It's been, what, 13 years, 14 years, somewhere around there, getting close. I have been working in Spain ever since as a teacher. And a few years ago, I started working with Cambridge English and specializing in their exams. That's something else that perhaps when you start teaching, you can begin specializing and earning a bit more money. 2 years ago, I founded eTefl Online because most TEFL course providers that I know of at least give their clients a link to a job club when they graduate, and then you're on your own. And I saw that there were a lot of new teachers out there with no idea of where to go. So with eTefl Online, we've put together all the pieces of the puzzle into one package for you so that you can focus on your training and your teaching and you don't have to worry about anything else, right? And now I'm going to pass over to our next presenter, Jen.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Jen, and I am an online English teacher and globetrotting nomad. I am TEFL certified to teach English as a second language. I actually have only been teaching English less than a year. I did my TEFL certification until January 2018, and before that, I actually had zero teaching experience, and I got TEFL certified online in about 3 months, and I'm so thankful for it. It completely educated me, helped me prepare for all the experience that I was able to get right away. And the second I got certified, I immediately started getting jobs. And right now, I'm currently living in Barcelona, Spain, and I currently am employed for online school as an English teacher, English tutor. Even while I'm back in the States, I actually run a private English tutor as well, and it's like I get to pick my hourly wage. And I'm really passionate about helping people learn English, and I'm so grateful for getting a whole certification because I do love to travel, and I find a way to be able to support myself while traveling and looking back to the world in some way. So I'm very thankful for all the experiences that I've had. I love to travel around the world and learn about new culture. And while I teach online, I've been to teach all different cultures as well as all different ages, which is extremely impressive to the employers. And even having less than a year experience of teaching, it's not a problem at all. The TEFL certification helps out a lot. So.
Great.
I'm an American. Yeah, I'm American, and I'm from California.
Yeah. Oh, from California. I know that. Thanks, Jen. And let's move on to Rachel.
Hey, everybody. My name is Rachel. and my partner Chris and I are digital nomads. We left Australia at the end of the year. We sold everything, spent the last 6 months of 2017 selling and bought a one-way ticket. Started off in Penang and currently in Wales. We do a lot of work with ESL recruiting companies, both online in China, Japan, and France, South America. So we have a really good idea of what recruiters are looking for in teachers, and basically looking for people, and they're looking for happy and committed people. So hopefully we can get you on the road to the fantastic life that Chris and I are living in.
Great, thank you very much. Okay, so let's jump right into it with part one, and then later on we'll go into part two. But let's talk about what teaching English online, and whether or not there is a market for it. So, briefly, right? Teaching English online is teaching English to an English speaker, internet, through the use of a webcam, and nowadays also through your smartphone even. Students can learn one or in a small group, as usually compared to in-person face-to-face class. Both students are able to set their own time schedules, and they teach from whatever location is convenient to them, which is what makes this a great opportunity for people looking to travel and teach. So, is there a market for it? Yes. Over the last year, there has been massive growth in the online market. Just some statistics for you here. In 2010, the e-learning industry was worth $30 billion. That's big, all right? In 2015, it was $7 billion. 2025 to be $25 billion. So the growth is exponential, and we're going to be seeing a lot more demand for teachers in the future. So you get another bonus as well. You earn US dollars anywhere in the world. So English online as well. To what many people think, you don't need a teacher if you're eTefl certified and fluent English. Then you can teach English. You'll also require a bachelor's degree. Although the company is not a necessity to take a course online. Other traits I'm sought after include being civil and having presentation skills. So if you're good with talking to people, it's a good job for you. Some teaching English online include you can teach English online anywhere in the world, as few or as many hours set your skill, gain the field of online learning, CV, or generally in the future. Be online part-time to submit your income, and most importantly, you can use eTefl certification, a positive impact on size, and to make it at the same time. It's not you selling on the internet or something. This is a job that literally changes people's lives, and us as teachers, we can attest to that. All right. Jen, I'm going to let you take it from here.
All right, everyone.
I'll introduce you to Jen Bunce. She's going to be speaking for a while.
Webinar. My name is Jen Bunce again. And by the way, that is my website. I like to write about my travels as my creative outlet on the side, but my main source of income is teaching English online. And for the next slide, so the importance of getting TEFL certified to teach English. The certification is very important to employers, and it helps especially if you do not have a college or university degree. Getting TEFL certified is a great way to help educate you on exactly how to teach English, and definitely gives you the experience and the knowledge that you need. Once you say you're TEFL certified, employers are definitely happy with that, and you immediately start getting jobs right away or any interested prospects. You do not need prior teaching experience. Taking a course to get certified will teach you everything you need to learn about teaching English. Helps prepare you to start teaching and travel the world. And like I said before, I had no prior teaching experience, but working online has completely trained me to become a professional teacher. Once you get certified, you can start applying online right away. Even when I was back home in the States, getting ready to prepare for Spain, I immediately started working online, which I'm thankful for. because while I was back at home, it gave me the experience that I needed, and I feel super comfortable now to be traveling around the world myself. What is important when you are applying online is to include your resume prepared with a cover letter, include a professional photo, definitely no selfies. They do notice that and they don't like it. Professional looking headshot is good. I had a friend take a picture of me, and it's really important to be covered up. They don't like to see skin below the neck. Employers find it very important not to show any skin. They want you to look very professional. In my picture too, I'm actually wearing a scarf around my neck. So they also like an introduction video, a copy of your TEFL certificate and degree. Sometimes employers do ask for college transcripts. Not major, but some employers actually have asked me. And what also helped me get jobs right away, I post my resume and cover letter to popular eTefl job sites and Facebook groups. Popular schools to work with. Cambly was actually the first school that hired me. You make about $10 an hour, and you get paid once a week via PayPal, which is great. You can work your own hours whenever you want, 24 hours a day. Even if students don't make reservations with me, I could just hop online anytime I want. And if the tutor is looking for a teacher, I get paid right when I answer the phone. It's a great school to be able to work with students from all over the world. Talk is another school I work with. Teachers got about $7.25 per 25 lesson, with potential to increase your wage once you work enough hours and have good ratings. Right now I'm making about $9. So I was able to increase my hourly wage. Students schedule reservations with you, and this site is popular with students in China, Korea, and Japan. Freelance work. Popular other schools to work with. iTalki is a great school that allows students to work as a freelance tutor. Schools to work with kids, where you could also get higher hourly wages. The salary is about $15 to $30 an hour. VIP kids and ABC kids are popular, and these schools do require a minimum set of hours each week with contract. 6 months, 1 year contract is heard. Most of the schools for children that offer this money are from China, and there's a ton of schools. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you there. I just wanted to ask you to explain a bit, what's the difference between freelancing and working for the second school, working for the second point, VIP kids, ABCs?
So when you're a freelance tutor with Cambly and Talk, you're able to pick your own schedule. You can pick the hours and the days that you want to work as a tutor. When you are on a contract with schools like VIP kids or ABC kids, they give you time slots that's available during their peak hours. Usually when kids get out of school, in Beijing time, their time, the peak hours are usually from like 6 p.m. to like 9:30 p.m. So you don't get to pick your own hours when you're on contract with those types of schools. So it just depends on your availability and what works for you. You do make more money when you work for those type of contracted schools.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, of course, no problem. For jobs, when you post your resume to job sites, schools will start contacting you right away. Expect to get a ton of emails daily. Most schools you could apply directly on their website. For example, with Cambly and Talk, I applied right away and was offered the job within a couple days with no teaching experience. It was right when I got certified. Schools like Cambly, Talk, and iTalki will offer you a job within a couple days after you apply. It's definitely important to have Skype. Most schools do interview you on Skype. And downloading WeChat is also helpful to communicate with employers from China.
WeChat is like a Chinese WhatsApp, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's actually illegal to have Facebook and Instagram in China. So that's their social media, yeah.
Right.
And that's how they like to communicate, yeah. And remember, most of the employers you speak with are not native English speakers. So keep details and communication very short and simple for them to understand. basic facts of your education experience.
Yes. All right. Okay. Great. I wanted to mention something as well, that if you don't have a degree or you don't have an experience, then perhaps starting with Cambly or iTalk or something where you work freelance and for a low wage would be a good idea to build some experience first and then start applying to these companies that won't just have people straight out of a course with no experience or no degree. So that's some of these things you have to work way up to get to where you go. But there's so many out there that not finding a job would be virtually impossible. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Chinese schools, especially having a degree is pretty important to them, but not all of them. I mean, some really find. So. Yeah.
It also depends on what the situation is at that moment when they need a lot of teachers, they're willing to throw a larger net.
Absolutely. Honestly, it's so high in these jobs that if you have that certificate, that mainly works for them. You might not get as much money if you don't have a degree, but honestly, I've never had much problem. Even some schools didn't even ask me my degree. So.
Yeah. I mean, my jobs as a teacher that I was on were ignoring the requirements on the advert.
Yeah.
Just applying anyway. And, you never know. You never know.
Exactly.
Then we've got some other photos. Could you use this as your globe trotting around? Where are you here? This one looks like Spain there.
Yes, that's good memories. So this was in Pamplona last year. That's about 5 in the way, by the way. And it was a great experience. It's funny, in Pamplona, people actually rent out their balcony, so you could watch Running with the Bulls on their balcony. I was in a private flat, actually.
I did not know that.
Yeah, but yeah, good experience. It happened very fast, but it was definitely an adrenaline rush. And then the second photo is that's in Portugal when I was driving around the Algarve coast. And Portugal is a beautiful country. I was very blown away by Portugal because I never expected Portugal to be as beautiful as it was, and the people are incredible. It was just such a nice experience with the nice people. So it's really lovely.
I can second that. We got back family and I from holiday in Portugal last week. I was kayaking in that very water right in front of you.
Oh, wow,
when you sent me this photo, I couldn't believe my eyes. I have been in that water.
Oh, that's so funny. What a small world.
Indeed. All right, I want to mention as well that remember that your hourly wage is not the only source of income that you can have. A lot of these companies offer bonuses for completing a certain amount of hours or installations in a month. If you get a high your students have a rate system, they can rate the teachers. So there's a whole bunch of ways for you to get some more money, not just your hourly wage. Most companies also have referral programs. They pay you a commission if you recruit other teachers. They'll give you a link. And we do that as well online, but we'll talk about that later. Jen, thank you very much for your input.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Well, you can stick around. All right, so we're on to Rachel now. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, everyone, again.
Yeah, there she is again. Would you like to take us through, well, this photo, for example, before we go, where were you in this one?
That one was on a canal in Bangkok. We were going from our trip that we were doing, a day trip into the city to check out Bangkok. It was a day. Yeah.
Yeah. Everywhere in the world, right? Everywhere.
That's right.
Okay. So, take me, Rachel.
Absolutely. So, as Jen said, there is a lot of jobs available online, but you still have to put a good front up so that recruiters can see who you are. They still want to have the best teachers for their clients and for their students. You have to have understanding that they are desperate for teachers, but they also have a lot of people applying, and a lot of times the people applying actually don't have the right skills or qualifications to do the work. So they get a lot of junk, but they still have to go through the resumes, so they can often view 100 or more resumes every day. So yours does need to stand out. It needs to have the English, that you're a native English speaker. If you are, straight up front. If you've got a degree, straight up that you've got the TEFL certificate is probably one of the most important things. You need to understand that they may not have such great English skills. So you need to make it very simple with only the basic information. They're only looking for very particular attributes that relates to ESL. Another thing is if you are applying online through their website, when you submit your resume and cover letter, they may use ATS to find the best candidates. ATS is basically a system that tracks keywords. So you've got to make sure you have the right keywords so that your resume and cover letter get together amongst the crowd.
That's very interesting. I had no idea that that was even a thing. All right.
Yeah.
See, this is why I work with the best people.
Thank you very much.
Right.
All right. So, as I sort of talked about, you need to use keywords. Now, the best way to get keywords is to use the words containing the position description. So, if you use words like bubbly, committed, I've seen it say that you're looking for someone who's moral. Use all of those kind of words in your resume and letter. Your resume should only be 1 to 2 pages, and your cover should expand on the qualifications that you mentioned in your resume. You need to make sure you've got plenty white space so it's easy to read. And the most important thing, and the amount of resumes I've seen with typos, spelling errors, just random extra words that haven't been proofread properly, is incredible, especially when people are applying for English teaching, positions. So the best, that's probably the number tip is check for typos and spelling errors, and then you also need to photo. It's unfortunately it's it's all job. I think a lot of it has to do with making sure that the person in the picture matches with the person in the passport, which matches with the degree or the TEFL certificate. But that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and so other directions for your application. So a lot of jobs that you apply for, online jobs, they'll ask you to do a video introduction. Basically, they just want to see how you yourself, if you have a clear and concise communication methods, and as I sort of said, you're not you don't have bits showing out all the time. You're not going to offend any of their students. So it only needs to be 1 to 3 minutes to talk about. You need to be professional but pleasant, chirpy, especially if you're looking at jobs that teach children. Have a script, otherwise there'll be a lot of like you hear from me. And you also need to ensure the rest and in a place.
Right, those are some good tips.
Yes. So once you've done all these things, you definitely will get an interview, I'm sure. But you need to understand that interviewing online is very different than an interview face. Sometimes they'll give you an interview where you do a link and ask questions pop up on the screen, and you're expected to get 20 seconds with an answer, and you're expected to see that and even have that communication and that back and forth with an interviewer. You need to research common ESL interview questions. Again, professional background. So usually a clean white space, an office, probably not your lounge room with painting, the dog barking in the background, that kind of thing. And also prepare your devices. Make sure your mics work, make sure your laptops work, make sure your webcams working, all of those kinds of things. You have to do some practice with a friend so that when you have your interview, you are set to go.
Right.
Okay, so our lifestyle is very intriguing to a lot of people, and I guess a lot of people who want to work online want to live the life that we're living. So as I said, we left Australia at the beginning of the year. We spent our first 6 months in Spain. Our monthly budget was just over $1,000 US. We could have reduced that significantly, but we, mostly me, enjoyed having a few beers down at the beach very often.
I noticed in your budget that alcohol is at $200 and water is at $1. Priority, people.
Yeah, right. But as you see, so our rent for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo on the 14th floor was $360 US a month. It was fully furnished. It had wine glasses. It had oven, microwave, washing machine. The views were absolutely incredible. We had 2 swimming pools to choose from. There was free Wi-Fi down at the pool. There was the gym, the squash court, tennis court. We were near the beach. It would cost us. It was 140 ringgit to get to the next beach up where it was very touristy. So I think that's about 30 US cents. So I think with that, if you're earning, $15 an hour US, it's really easy to be able to have a lifestyle like that in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, $1,000 is not a lot of money, and easy to earn if you're earning. Yeah, if you're earning $15 an hour, even $20 an hour, that can be easily done.
That's right. So this picture here, if everyone can see it, is actually a picture from the fence or wall of our house that we're currently in Wales. We're actually house sitting at the moment. We are here for 10 weeks, and the owner here was very generous and offered us to stay 2 weeks before she left. So we're here for 3 months, no accommodation costs at all. She rents a house here. So she rents a room upstairs with incredible views for 70 US a night on Airbnb. So we worked out that, we are saving thousands and thousands of dollars, plus we don't have to pay for internet, water, electricity. She's given us free use of the car, and she also picked us up from the airport. So
this has always intrigued me, this house sitting thing, about traveling around the world, and then wherever you are, you find a house to look after, and then you stay there for free. How do people get into something like that? Where did you find out about that?
Yeah, so it was sort of something that we came across in our readings, and so we joined Trusted House Sitters. So if later on everyone checks out our website, we've got a blog that we talk about how to become a digital nomad and what you should consider. You'll get a link there, and you'll get 20% off membership. So membership will is basically cheaper than the cost of one night in a hotel. We've already spent 11 nights in Thailand for free in a really very, very nice location. We are here now in Wales, and after we leave Wales, we're going to Portugal for 2 months. So we haven't been. So you and Jen have, really.
But you're the only one that hasn't been.
So I can't wait to get there.
That's your turn.
Yes, exactly. So where we're going in Portugal is usually run as a resort spa. Costs visitors about $1,300 per couple per week to stay there. And we're getting it for free for 2 months. So again, if you're if you are earning money working online as an ESL teacher, you have that flexibility to go wherever you want. You can turn up to someone's house, get free accommodation. As long as they've got good internet, you are good to go.
Yeah. And what's the dog's donkey thing?
Yeah, so they have quite the menagerie of animals. They have a few cats, a few dogs. They've got a donkey. They've got a small herd of goats and a whole heap of chickens. So we donated our chickens before we left Australia to a guy who runs a youth hostel. So we are very much looking forward to having some chickens back in our life for the free eggs in the morning. So free accommodation and free eggs. Incredible.
You can't beat that. You can't.
That's right. So, you really, it is great. We love traveling, but you don't have to leave home to enjoy the freedom of being a digital nomad. If you're not ready to leave yet, or, you've got children or other commitments, you can start your journey while you're still at home. And I really encourage people to do it, because once you get the opportunity, I don't think you'd ever go back. And teaching online is really the perfect job for having a digital nomad lifestyle. So on that slide, you can see our website. So I highly recommend everyone check it out. There's hints and tips about getting interviews and what to actually do when you work in an online classroom, and all that kind of stuff. So I think people will find it really handy. And of course, there is that 20% off for your house sitting membership if you decide to join up and get free accommodation like us.
All right. Okay. So there's a lot to look at. People, I would really suggest that you look at their website, travelEverywhere.earnanywhere.com. There's just so much information about this kind of lifestyle, about teaching online, about traveling and finding all these things, that you can't fit it into one webinar. We'd be here all day. So we're going to give you some links as well. And if anybody's got some questions, just type them in the message box at the bottom, and we'll put them in there as well. We'll try and answer them as we go along. But remember, at the end, we will also answer any questions you may have. Okay? And I wanted to ask a question. Where was this photo taken, and how big is that eagle?
Yeah, so that was in Langkawi, and the eagle is huge. That's on the wharf. So the ferry from Penang to Langkawi for my birthday, and so that was, I guess, one of the benefits of being a digital nomad. We decided that we wanted to go to Langkawi, so we went to Langkawi. We didn't have to worry about asking the boss for permission or anything like that. So yeah, we caught the ferry there, took off, spent a few days in an amazing location, and then headed back to our other amazing location in Penang.
That looks, that looks incredible. If you look, there's a little man over there for comparison about how big the statue is. That really blew my mind.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Huge.
Thank you very much, Rachel. So I wanted to speak. Yeah. No worries. Thank you. Listen to what Jen and Rachel had to say from their experience, their own experience as well. And I would like to know a little bit about the things that you will need if you would like to teach English online and either work abroad, traveling and having that digital nomad lifestyle, or working from home. Like Rachel said, if you've got kids, like myself as well, I have 3 children, so traveling the world every couple of months and switching houses is not the best idea. So I work online from home as well. So the first thing you're going to need is a eTefl certificate, which is usually a 4-week, 120-hour eTefl certification course, which is the industry standard. You get ones that are few hours. You might have seen 60 hours or 80 hours, but I wouldn't recommend that, as most employers would like you to have 120 hours or above. We offer 3 options here at eTefl Online: the standard, the professional, and the complete, and we'll get into those a bit later, exactly what they contain. The second thing you're going to need, a computer or a smartphone with an internet connection. And this is one of the greatest advantages of teaching English online. In fact, that getting started is pretty easy, as your startup costs are quite low. Since everybody's already got a laptop or a computer or a smartphone, everybody's connected to the internet in some way or form already. So you're halfway there to getting set up already. I also wanted to talk some of the essentials regarding hardware and software that you might need. Hardware, a laptop or desktop computer, or your smartphone, of course. The recommended processor is an i5 or the equivalent if you're an AMD person. I'm not. But anyway, something equivalent to that or above. A webcam, an HD webcam. I don't even think they make non-HD webcams anymore, to be honest. A reliable high-speed internet connection. Now, this depends on the company you work for. They have anything between 0.5 and 1 up to 5 for VIP kit and big companies like that. Headset with noise cancelling mic. Get one before you start interviewing. Like Rachel said in her presentation, that get your equipment prepared. When you have that Skype interview for the first time, you must look like you are already a teacher. Have your headset on, have your background ready. And this is something you may not know how to do now, but we will help you and show you how to do those things. Skype or Zoom, sometimes you may be required to use your own software while teaching, but most of the big companies and platforms that you use, they have their own systems. And they will teach you, if you get hired by them, they will give you the coaching and the teaching on how to use those systems. But you'll definitely need Skype because you will be doing your interview at least on Skype. Other things you may require, PayPal or Alipay account. Alipay is, again, the Chinese version of PayPal. And a quiet, well-lit home office or workspace. So if you don't have your own dedicated room, that's all right, as long as you have a place in the house that is quiet with no, like I said before, no dogs running around and whatnot, then that would be perfect. Also the WeChat, the other one. And remember, any questions you have, we will cover it at the end if you have any questions, all right? Okay. So what can eTefl Online do for me? You in this case. eTefl Online can help you get started teaching online quickly and hassle-free. So with more than a decade of experience in the TEFL industry and our network of trusted partners, like Rachel, like Jen, like many others, we have pieced together everything you will need to create 3 custom packages that are designed to suit everybody's needs and budget. So we include everything in one go for you. You have the training, the CV, the resources to get you teaching. Okay, I just wanted to go over some of this here. The standard online. So if you have already you've got a degree, you've already been offered a job, some people are already working and then they are required to do a TEFL course, then this is probably the best package for you. It is just the TEFL course. You'll get an internationally recognized online TEFL course, accredited, 120-hour certificate. Business English one is optional. It's a bonus. I would do it if I were you. Then there's also a Cambridge TKT online course. TKT stands for Teacher Knowledge Test. And this is a separate certification by Cambridge. Now, the course is offered as part of included in the fee, but the exam itself, those fees have to be paid directly to Cambridge when you do it, okay? That's why there's a little asterisk over there. But this is an external certification to give you a third certification on top of everything. By Cambridge that will help you a lot as well. So they basically, you can choose different modules that you could examine yourself on, basically, and they will test whether or not you have the knowledge to become a teacher. You'll also have your own online tutor with this course to give you support and advice. That's the person who will be correcting any work that you do for them. Your modules that you complete, you'll have to do a little project at the end or something. So those are the people you'll be speaking to. You'll also have lifetime job club membership, and it is accepted by SL employers worldwide. We also always provide a buy one, get one free. So with the standard online package, you will get a second standard online package to give away to somebody or to split the cost perhaps with a family member or a friend. So you can do it together. And with it, we have our referral program membership, and we'll give you 10% commissions. This comes included in the package. So if you refer somebody to us after you've signed up for this course, somebody would like to know what you do, and you say, oh, check these guys out. You give them your link, and if that person buys, we'll pay you 10%. Our second package is the professional online. So this includes everything in the previous package in the standard online, And on top of this, we'll give you a CV and resume revision service. And this is where you just send us your CV and we will just quickly sort it out and check for any problems and fix it up. You'll have it back within a day. A job application service as well. And then we'll also include a mini video course, which will give you interview coaching and introduction to online teaching as well. Teach you how to present yourself, and then you can also have this forever. Teachers Resource Center membership as well, with links to useful websites and recruiters. Also, we'll give you a pack of done-for-you lesson plans to help get you started. If you decide you want to go freelance, you need to prepare your own materials. So we will give you a pack of random lesson plans to help get you there. With this one, of course, with all packages, you get a free standard online. So it'll always be just the basic standard online package that comes with it for free. And our referral program membership now is with 20% commissions. And our third package is the complete online. So this is everything in the professional online package, but in this case, you get a professionally written CV and cover letter service here with Chris and Rachel, and they will build it up from the ground and ask you questions and get everything top notch using all of the knowledge that they have. Personalized script for a 2-minute video introduction, personalized one-on-one job support and guidance. You will also get remember your free online course with that. And in this case, the referral program membership with 30% commissions. And then I wanted to add this as well. This is new. I'm only advertising it now on webinars. This is a business package with one of my new partners, Jack Askew. He's from Tesla, which is, I can't remember what it stands for. It's a second language online. There you go. So if you would like to start your own business and work for yourself from home, not use third-party websites like SkymaTalk or italki, or work for a company like Panda, ABC, or anything like that, and start working for yourself genuinely from home, then this is the package for you as well. If anybody's interested in this, you can email me afterwards and we can discuss it, okay? So I've recently partnered with Jack to promote his online course for those who would like to start their own online teaching business. So his course will show you how to set up your own online teaching business from scratch. He's done it successfully, so he knows what he's talking about. You'll learn how to get students, how to create websites, payment systems. And trust me, I've set up an online business, and if I had a course like this to show me everything, it would have been so helpful. So how to create online courses and tons more. So you get 45 video lessons, 8 bonus tutorials, resources, worksheets, a forum, and it's lifetime access to all the updates that he's going to give with that. So if you want to talk about that, we can talk about it afterwards. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what sets us apart as well. eTefl Online for me has always been, well, my dream has always been to have this community of educators, entrepreneurs. All right? We always talk about working online, and this is to be free. This is the freedom to choose your own hours, the freedom to travel, spend more time with your family, stay at home, whatever the freedom is that you desire, and the freedom to decide your own future. So with eTefl Online, we try to include this referral program. We spoke about it earlier, just briefly, with the companies that you end up working for, that they will provide you with a link that you can share. If you recruit other teachers, they give you a referral bonus. So I've decided to include it as well in our packages. So with this, working online allows you to have multiple streams of income. So you'll have your base as teaching English, as an English teacher, and then all these other little things that you can add on while you are working and in the hours that you have free to increase your income. This is how digital nomads do it. There's not just one source of income. So with the eTefl Online referral program, we will provide you with the means to earn commissions by promoting courses. I just wanted to talk quickly and just mention that it's completely optional. If you don't want to participate in it, you don't have to, all right? If you do want to participate, there's no selling of any kind. There's no phone calls, there's no emails, and it's not going to cost you anything extra. All you have to do is share a link to our sign-up page, like the one you clicked on, to get to here, and we'll take it from there. If those people sign up afterwards, we'll give you a commission. You also get a dashboard. There's software that you can log in and track how many people have clicked on your link, and everything is very transparent, and you can control it all yourself. All right, so I just wanted to summarize very quickly what we are offering you. The fully accredited 120-hour online TEFL course is valued at $297. That was the standard one that we went over there. The second course that we throw in for free, of course, brings that value up to $594. And if we throw in the CV and cover letter service, which is valued at $150, we're coming up to a value of $744. That CV review service there is provided by Just eTefl Jobs. Well, now is Just eTefl Resumes. Sorry, Rachel.
That's
And
right.
yeah, they've upgraded. So we'll give you a link
We
to
have.
that website as well. So all in all, with the Teachers Resource Center on top of that, which most resource websites and membership websites are about $10 a month on average. So I think a fair value of $200 for lifetime access is not bad. So all in all, the value of the packages that we're offering you today are $944. But of course, we're not going to charge you $944 to get started. What we can do, if you go look on the website, www.eteflonline.com, we have the 3 packages for $497 for the complete, the professional online at $397, and the standard online for $297. And as an extra bonus for waiting with us today, we'll do to wait until the end, we will knock off $100 on each package for you if you use the coupon code, which is at the bottom, DigiNomad100. So then you'll get the complete online for what the professional line cost originally. So $397 for the complete, $297 for the professional, and only $197 for the standard online. And it will still include the second course for free as well. So we've got quite a deal for you today. There is, however, one catch, and that is that this coupon code is only going to be valid for the next 48 hours because this is quite a deal and we can't keep it going forever. All right. I also wanted to mention to you, if you are already TEFL qualified and on this webinar, maybe you would like some professional services from just SL Resumes, from Rachel. They've kindly offered us 40% discount on the following services. If you check out their website, just slresumes.com, you could get a personalized script for a 2-minute video introduction, which they usually charge $49 for. They're giving it today for $29.40. Or the practice job interview with professional review afterwards, which is usually $69, only $41 for the next 48 hours, I suppose. That is completely up to Rachel. Rachel, is this also only... How are you doing this?
That's right, 48 hours, just for people who are here on the webinar.
Okay, that's right. So we got the special offer just for you for this webinar today. That is the end of our slides. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today, the presenters included and the attendees. And now, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to write them in the message box and we'll be happy to answer them. Thank you very much.
I just wanted to mention that on our website, we actually have a couple of jobs where having a degree is not required.
All right.
So as long as you have the TEFL and that you have a professional but bubbly personality and you provide a good introduction video, you have a really good chance of getting a job. And some of those jobs are earning between 18 and 22 US dollars an hour without a degree, just with the TEFL.
All right. That's good to know. I haven't seen those jobs. I'll have to go into your site and have a look at them. I have so many people contacting me every day that don't have degrees and are really, really keen on starting, but they feel that they're not going to have a chance. But this is great news. I'll send that on to them.
Yeah, I think they differentiate it between tutors and teachers. So, and there's also, because there is so many, schools in China who they call them tiers. So they're sort of the rural schools, and they still want the kids to learn English. So they're looking for, people who've got TEFL but are happy and chirpy to at least get the kids on their way to learning English.
Yeah. Let's see. Nazim, TEFL certified degree, masters in applied linguistics. Wow. Teaching. Well, Nazim, that is quite the resume you have there. You should speak to Rachel about that. Email afterwards. You're a recruiter's dream. Yes. No, we can definitely get you stay with the personalized script and the professional job interview practice and review. That'll be perfect for you. You're welcome, Rowan. Shaida, I'm not familiar with that course or that company, so I don't know how it's different. It seems Too good to be true, actually. 999. That's what's that, like $80? That's incredible. I'm not familiar, Shido, with that company. Yeah, Hanukkah, I'll send you the coupon. No problem. If you can see us now, it's I'll put it in the box here. Nomad 100. Yeah, still, I don't know Hyperly either. Sorry, Shida. I don't know. This company, the people that are promoting it. Well, I can tell you the one difference is that you're going to take that course, which might be a perfectly acceptable TEFL course, but then again, you're on your own afterwards. Like I mentioned before, you're going to have to go find your own jobs and pay extra to have a CV done and those kind of things. Yeah, I mean, if it's not within your budget, it's not within your for this webinar to make it accessible to as many people as possible. But there is only so much I can do. Aurora has a question. What is the range of ages of learners in general? Well, there's lots of companies, Aurora, many companies specialize in age groups. So some will only cater to small children, some to children and teenagers, some will only do adults, or others will only do business English or something like that. What age group were you looking to teach? Yeah, Nazim, sorry about the audio today. I don't know what the issue is. Regardless, if you have any technical issues today, again, I apologize for that. But if you've missed anything, I've recorded this webinar. Hopefully the recording will be fine. And then I'll send you out a link for you to watch it again. And if you have any, just ask in an email. You can email me directly here. I'll type it in quick. There, Jody at eTeflonline.com. Wes, in the Jack Shaw pack, can you send me an email? Sure, Jack. Not Jack, sorry. Wes, send me an email to Jody at eTeflonline.com, and then we can discuss it further. Shida, does your website have the basic course module? What's included in the package? No, but I can send you a screenshot. For copyright reasons, I'm not allowed to put it up on the website for everyone to see. But I can send you a screenshot of what's included. Hanneke, it depends on the level. If you are a fluent speaker of English, and I assume that you hold a South African passport, then you'll be able to get a job. Shida, you need to send me an email to Jody at eTeflonline.com, and then I'll be able to send you those things. It's better that people don't put their email addresses into the text box over here, into the messaging box, just for safety. All right. Rachel, so you're going to have
Yes.
non-native speaking candidates. All right.
We
That is going to
do.
help so much. So many people contacting me every day that don't have degrees or non-native speakers. So
That's
there's
right.
something for everybody.
There is. I think it's just knowing where to look and having the right people to help you to find those positions.
I'm going to go and look at that website right now. Oh, there's someone's dog.
Yeah.
Don't let that happen during your interview, people.
I think it's the neighbour's dog.
All right. We've been going now for an hour. Anybody else got any other questions? I don't want to keep anybody here longer than me. I know that it's 7 o'clock in many places. Aurora, you are most welcome. Thank you for
You're
joining.
welcome, everyone. Thank you for
Hey, Jen.
the webinar. Hello, hello. Yes, I've been here. I'm just quietly sitting here, just in case anyone has any questions.
It was interesting hearing your story, Jen. It's great for other people to hear about it as well.
Oh, thank you, Steve. Same to you. Yeah, there's definitely hope for everyone. You definitely don't need a degree either. I think college degrees are actually mostly important if you're physically going to work in a classroom around the world. But online, I feel like it's not really a huge requirement. I feel like it's
Yeah.
definitely.
Rachel, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's because they want to be able to sell their teachers to their students when they sell them the course or the classes, that all
Yeah,
our teachers are degreed, have
Mhm.
degrees.
And that's why there's that differentiation between teachers and tutors. So quite often they'll hire someone without a degree and call them a tutor. And again, it's they are so desperate for teachers, and they can't get as many as they need actually face to face in China, for instance. So they do it online, but then a lot are actually just supplemental languages. So they learn it in class, in school, and then the parents pay for extra lessons. So a lot of the kids are already, they know what they should be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely
right.
agree for sure.
All right, folks. That seems like we are done for the day. Ladies, Jen, Rachel, thank you once again.
Thanks,
Yes.
Jody.
Thanks, you guys. See you later. Good luck.
See you, Jen.
Bye-bye.
All right, thanks. Cheers, Jen.
See you later, everyone. See you, Jody.
Bye-bye. And goodbye, everybody else. Have a nice evening.